This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
You all ready for this?
This is a sham.
No.
Nope.
Y'all, just stop.
Get real.
Welcome to DBL. Hello, everyone. Hi, guys.
Hey, hey.
Hi. Just pointing them all out. Cute little crew here we got. Let's get to what's going on in America. Millions of Americans are actually feeling the effects of a massive ice storm that has swept across the South, covering trees and power lines with thick coats of ice. Hundreds of thousands are without power, and we know of right now 8 people have lost their lives. In Texas, cars got stuck on highways, unable to drive. It looks like the apocalypse, doesn't it? On ice-covered roads. And check this out. Some drivers rolled down their windows to find they'd been completely frozen over.
My Lanta.
I would get like claustrophobic at that point.
How do you not just punch that out?
Oh, there it
I would
goes.
so
Yeah.
want to burst that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of like a light bulb.
Yeah,
Just
like you're hitting your yellow belt.
Despite the weather, though, some still managed to make the most of it. Let's take this woman who slid down her driveway into her neighbor's
And
yard.
into the street.
That's called sledding. Okay. Or this dad who took his kids out on a one-horse open sled ride down the street.
Is that safe for the horse?
Probably not.
What about the kid? I don't like that, but yes, it's great. I just think horses are scary.
Then there's this guy who actually went ice skating over the ice road.
Okay, I love this.
This is cute, but yeah, that's very cute.
I don't know.
Okay, so you're down about all these. Al, you are someone who in our morning meeting said, I'd been in an ice storm.
Yes, those pictures were eerily reminiscent. When I was a freshman in college, went to a small black school called Tougaloo for my first 2 years. It was in Jackson, Mississippi. Most of my family went through there. And actually, David Banner mentions it in the song. We'll get to that later. But yeah, there was a crazy ice storm. And you here in Denver, if there's ice on the road, you say, where are the trucks? But in places like Mississippi, even in places like Dallas, they don't have any infrastructure, so there's nothing to combat that, so it just sits. Power lines get weighed down, it knocks out all the power. There's no way for EMS to get through. People are not used to it. I mean, it can completely shut down the city for a while. The place that I was staying in had no lights for, say, a couple days.
Oh, wow.
It's a bigger deal than you think, especially in the places in the country in the South that just do not have anything to prepare for any
Yeah,
any
my
kind of
wife's
winter.
from Charlotte, North Carolina, and we go back there and it's a little cold. Shuts down.
Whoa.
Like,
Yeah.
you know, Chicago, you go to school. Like,
Oh, yeah.
no matter what.
They
like,
never close
I
down.
don't understand what's happening in today's society. My kid, it's like, if there was one ice cube, they're like, school's closed. My mom used to make me walk in like 5 feet of snow. I'm that guy now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Grandpa used to, but when you're in North Carolina, you don't realize it's like a little bit hilly. And if you get an ice storm and you're on one of those hills, granted, you don't even know how to drive in that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you try to stop at a stoplight on that hill, you're just going to go down. So the South really does shut down when something like this happens.
Right.
Yeah, I think about the Texas power grid just
Right.
not even working at all.
Wow,
because
and
of that,
so far it's about every 10 years it
Yeah.
shuts down, and we covered that, sadly.
That's right. All right. Well, we're hoping you stay warm, stay safe. But speaking of winter weather, today is Groundhog Day.
Yeah.
Today is Groundhog Day. Do you see what I did there?
I did.
Okay. And Punxsutawney Phil made his annual prediction this morning. Phil saw his shadow. And as the legend goes, that means we can all look forward to 6 more weeks of wintry weather. Speaking of Groundhog Day, the beloved Bill Murray movie in which I was referring to is celebrating its 30th anniversary, if you want to feel old this year.
Ned Ryerson.
Right? The
Yeah,
movie-
buddy.
Oh, that first one's a doozy. The movie really helps cement the groundhog as a pop culture icon, and it's why so many folks look forward to hearing his forecast. Now, just in case you're upset about the idea of 6 more weeks of winter, let's put Punxsutawney Phil's predictive ability into perspective, okay? He's made the same prediction 108 times over the past 136 years, and his accuracy rate is just 46%.
Why you got to bring that up now?
Which is worse than just flipping a coin.
Okay, what sport would sign on any athlete who was operating at 46%?
Listen, if
every
you're
year?
A basketball player shooting 3-pointers?
If you're hitting 300 in the major leagues, you're an all-star.
Right.
You know, that's 3 out of 10 at-bats.
Oh, is that what that means?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, if you're hitting the ball in play 3 out of 10
I
at-bats,
did.
you're an all-star in
Oh.
the major leagues.
So
Hey,
he's
guys.
one of the greatest that's ever
So Punxsutawney Phil.
Punxsutawney before.
Yeah.
Yes, he's the best.
We're going to flip a coin and see winter. Heads means winter, tails means no winter. Let's,
Tails never fails.
All right.
I love tails.
What are we doing, Erica?
And we
Heads or
just
tails?
said it.
Well, heads means winter.
Oh, I thought we each had to call it.
No.
All right, I'm already out of it.
Heads.
So
just
six
flipped
more
a
minutes. Just
coin
do it
on
again.
national
That's what
television.
Punxsutawney does.
Tony.
Punxsutawney. It's heads again.
Oh, one more time. Third time's a charm.
I think we hate it. Guys, I am down with Punxsutawney Phil. I know it's silly, I know it's goofy, but I feel like those are kind of the best traditions we have. I don't want to be serious all the time. Pull a rat out of the ground and say it's going to snow again. I'm here for it. I love it.
Would you ever go to Punxsutawney and do this? If we send you on location next year?
Absolutely. Because
That would actually be really funny.
Probably have all the stuff from the set, or at least places you can go from the movie. I'm down.
But that movie was filmed in Illinois. Oh. Yeah, it was filmed. I forgot what town, like an hour outside Chicago, close to Wisconsin. Where is it? Woodstock. It's in Woodstock, Illinois. That's right.
Thanks,
Oh,
Marcy.
Marcy. Yeah, that was filmed, and this is Punxsutawney, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania, okay.
Yeah, but that movie was filmed in Illinois.
You guys, just before we go, I do
Yeah.
want to say that I thought Punxsutawney Phil had to see his shadow and be like,
Right.
like I didn't know.
I did too.
It was just, he had to see
honestly,
it.
I did too.
Did you?
I didn't know how it worked. They just pick him. He's very docile. I don't know what he sees.
He's just a rodent.
I don't know if this is, maybe it's more ingrained in pop culture. Obviously, the movie helped, but I didn't know anything about this Punxsutawney until I moved to the suburbs.
Oh, really? East Coast is
Yeah.
very popular, this Phil. I
Yeah.
know there's been many iterations of
Yes.
Phil.
Erica just told us that Punxsutawney Phil isn't big in the streets.
It's not. On the west side of Chicago, no one was like, yeah, y'all hear it's Groundhog Day? Punxsutawney's coming
People
out,
think
y'all.
that's some kind of code. Like, okay, all right.
Everyone hide. That's right.
Erica all up on that Punxsutawney Phil.
I was like, Punxsutawney?
Even the people in the booth are laughing. Coming up on DBL, we've got an exciting sandals trip giveaway. We're starting today, so make sure to keep watching for your chance to win. Plus, our interview with 90s heartthrob Joey Lawrence. He's telling us all about his days on Blossom. And we've got a sneak peek of this year's Super Bowl commercials. I know you want to see them. That's coming up next.
We thank you for your...
Our viewers are talking about DBL. Yes!
I like that.
Leaves me speechless and like blushing. Thank you, thank you. That's emotional. Do I want to sit there and watch them? Yes, I do. True or false, BJ, you've ever seen a groundhog other than Groundhog Day? I don't even think they're real.
How would you know that you were looking at a groundhog, thank you, rather than like...
A bat, a beaver, a badger?
badger?
Do they live underground? Like, I've never seen a groundhog.
No, wait, maybe I'm thinking of a gopher.
Do they, I'm thinking of a mole. Are moles and gophers and groundhogs the same?
I think they're related.
No, I think they're...
They're cousins. They're, Oh, the hedgehog.
I've held a hedgehog before.
Oh, someone said I like the hedgehog one.
Yeah. It's, Michael came and got his coin.
Oh my God, Michael came and got his quarterback.
I told you when I asked my kids when my kids were going up to the mall, and I gave my daughter like $50 in cash, and she goes, "Can I have your card?" And I was like, "Okay." And she was like, "I just don't like holding cash," and I forgot like this generation.
They don't like
doesn't.
cash.
They really have never really held cash, and I go, "Do you guys have any like quarters at home?" And my son goes, "Do you mean coins?" Like he didn't even really like it was like some
silver?
abstract concept. But my kids have never had like coins in their pocket.
Yeah, y'all are Venmo generation.
No, I'm not.
You're-
They are.
yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm cash hard, like coins.
You
even
like having it physical.
No, the biggest reason why though is because there's so many additional electronic fees. So like for small businesses
sure.
like myself,
Sure.
like in taxes alone last year, I spent $300 in electronic fees to process.
Oh, that's so annoying.
Not even getting the money back to me.
That's so
use more
annoying.
cash for
That's
small
interesting.
businesses. Yeah.
Bank of America
We-
pays you back. Love to see it. Welcome back. We're just 10 days away from the Super Bowl.
Yes.
And it's the Eagles versus the other team.
You don't know?
Is it Kansas City?
Yes.
Okay. Today we've got a sneak peek at some of this year's Super Bowl commercials. They're going around for about $7 million for a 30-second spot. Once again, a lot of stars are cashing in, like in this Pepsi ad starring Ben Stiller and Steve Martin. Take a look.
Hi, I'm Ben Stiller.
And I'm Steve Martin.
As actors, in a way, we never really stop acting.
For example, Ben is acting right now like he's not intimidated standing next to me.
And Steve's acting like he's not lucky to be here.
Oh, and Ben's acting like that whole awkward thing he does is a character, not his actual personality.
And Steve's acting like, ooh, I'm Steve Martin, when really he's not. So it's like, okay, we get it. You're like, I mean, whatever, you know.
See what I mean?
Okay, banjo player.
Nepo baby.
That was pretty good.
That was really good.
That was
Is this a good idea?
Yes, we all laughed.
Yeah. I mean, but if somebody originally said we're going to have a trailer for a commercial, I don't think most people would be like, great idea. They'll be like, what? But I feel like they're like little movies.
But here's the thing. If you're spending $7 million for a 30-second ad, and then you're kind of doing something else, and this pops up, you're like, oh, this is funny. I've already seen a clip to this. You got to start marketing that, because that's a lot of money for a 30-second spot.
I totally agree. Except we don't know the product. That's what I wish we had known from the beginning.
Well, I think that's the point of the trailer.
That's a good point. Okay. Up next, we've got
Otherwise, they could just show the commercial if they're going to show the project.
I don't need any more.
Okay.
Up next, we've got Top Gun Maverick star Miles Teller and his wife, I didn't know he was married, appearing in a Bud Light commercial.
He seems so upset about it.
Well, you know, I was, a little bit.
The estimated hold time is now less than 96 minutes.
So no laughter.
Well, no laughter, but I mean, hey, let's hear it for a hot couple.
Totally. Round of applause, kind of.
I was like, wow, I didn't know people could be that good looking. They were stunningly attractive.
They
Shout
were.
out to them.
Bud Light. All right, all the buzz that comes with Super Bowl commercials has led some companies, as Al was saying, to release these little teaser ads, trying to get you to tune in to watch the actual commercials. So here's a little compilation for you.
Don't bug. Your girl is back.
The crowd is deadly silent. Young Cinderella story happening right in front of our eyes. Former quarterback about to become tournament. Yeah.
One fruit with the ability to make everything better.
Is that an avocado?
Was that all one commercial?
No.
It's a compilation.
It was a compilation.
All right. I'm on board.
I'm a little lost.
Have you guys ever had a favorite Super Bowl ad you still remember to this day?
Yes.
The Doritos one, I still remember. The time machine?
Yeah.
That was a
The
great
Doritos
one.
time machine, that's a good one.
Was that one that a fan made? Remember they
Yeah, I think it was.
Doritos
I
does
think
a good
it was.
job.
I thought that was really great market. I remember when Bud Light brought in the 40 ounce that was supposed to be refrigerator Perry. Remember that? And that was going off the 85 Super Bowl. I thought that was clever. I like that.
I love that too. Let us know what you guys think on YouTube. I didn't know that one. YouTube or our
You don't know
app.
the Bud Bowl?
No, but I know Wanda.
Oh, that was a good one too.
Yeah, that was good.
We interviewed that guy.
Yeah, we did. Coming up on DBL, our interview with Joey Lawrence. Whoa, he's telling us all about his new movie that's coming up next.
Ladies and gentlemen, Punxsutawney Phil.
Groundhog Day, when Americans wait for Punxsutawney Phil to tell us if there will be 6 more weeks of winter or if spring will come early. So is this just an American tradition? Let's verify. Our sources are the Library of Congress, the Beltane Fire Society, a Scottish organization that seeks to educate the public on Celtic events, and the West Virginia Division of Natural Resources. The Library of Congress traces the origins of Groundhog Day across the pond to Ireland and Scotland, where back in the Neolithic era, about 6,000 years ago, they observed a pre-Christian Celtic celebration called Imach, which is still celebrated today. From February 1st through sundown on February 2nd, people wait for Cailleach, a mythical figure associated with the creation of weather. If Cailleach intended to make winter last a while longer, she would make the weather bright and sunny on Imach so that she could collect plenty of firewood. But if the weather was bad, that meant winter was almost over. Imach later morphed into a holiday called Candlemas, which, according to the Library of Congress, honored a similar belief, that a bright, sunshiny Candlemas day meant a longer winter. Germans added a badger to this weather prediction tradition, according to the West Virginia Division of Natural Resources. If it was sunny, the badger would cast a shadow, and that would indicate 6 more weeks of winter. Groundhogs, a species native to North America, became the animal of choice when Germans immigrated to western Pennsylvania. So we can verify, no. The weather predicting tradition of Groundhog Day did not originate in America. Its roots can be traced back to Europe during the Neolithic era between 4300 and 2000 BC. With your Verify, I'm Ariane Till.
This February, love is in the air with a luxury-included vacation to Sandals Dunn's River. Watch DBL every day and start entering for your chance to win the trip of a lifetime.
Welcome back. Joey Lawrence has been in the industry for nearly 40 years, and earlier he told us about his new movie and working with Anne Heche weeks before her death. Check it out.
Joey Lawrence joined us.
How are you? Yes. First of all, welcome, brother, and on behalf of the DBL family, we want to say congratulations. You just welcomed a baby girl in the world.
Yes, you did. Had my third daughter, man. Yeah, she's 2 weeks old. It's crazy.
It looks like you really let yourself go in the process.
Yeah, right.
Dad bod all over the place. Now, you also have 2 teenage daughters, so tell us, I have 3 kids too. What is it like having a newborn in the house again?
It's wild. Brings back a lot of great memories, a lot of sleepless nights and a lot of crying. Doing this again at this age now, at my ripe old age of 46, it's I have a whole different perspective. When I was 29 the first time around, every cry freaked me out. I didn't know what was happening. You want to call the doctor like every time the baby's uncontrollably crying.
Yeah, we have a 6 and a 4-year-old, and we just got out of there. So going back, it's rough. But Joey, we actually did a movie like 6 or 7 years ago. I'm surprised you didn't notice that right away. We were on set together for about 8 hours. But it was called Wish for Christmas. Joey, I just want to tell you, you were fantastic. I had to go stand up and do this monologue. It was my first scene like ever, and it was long. And Joey, you're sitting right there. You just encouraged me on, so I just want to say
what's up.
Thank you for that, buddy.
I totally remember you. I saw 100%, man. We both got a little more gray now, but
of course, yeah, and a couple more kids now. A couple more kids.
Well, that's what causes the gray. This is like this is all Dylan right here. This first 2 weeks right there.
Exactly. I just want to tell you, you were fantastic. But let's talk about your new movie, Frankie Meets Jack. This was the first movie script that you wrote, and you wrote it with your wife Samantha. What was it like working with your wife and writing that script?
We were talking over the lockdown and everything. We just said, we were watching all these romantic comedies that we love so much, like When Harry Met Sally and How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days, and My Best Friend's Wedding, and all these things. We were like, let's try to write something for ourselves, because she's so funny and she's so cute and she loves dogs and animals. So we just decided to put our minds together and write something. And then we wrote it and shared it with a couple of our friends who we trust. And they said, man, this script is really great, for a first time couple ever writing something together. And we sold it to Fox and Tubi, and it premieres this Friday night. It's called Frankie Meets Jack.
Unbelievable.
Yes, congratulations.
I want to ask you this. The late Anne Heche is in this movie, and her last social media posts were actually from the movie set. And I just wanted to have you have the floor here. What was it like working with her just weeks before her untimely death?
I said, Anne, we got this great part, and I said, we would love to have you be a part of the movie. And she said, let me read it, honey. I said, okay. So we sent her the script. I think I can do this. I'm just going to be me. I was like, that's all we want. And
wow.
She was such a testament to there's no small part. And she came on set and approached it like it was a big budget movie. And she brought her A game, and she was fantastic. And then she talked about her kids and her son going to tennis camp, and it's just crazy that such a few weeks later. For that to be it, it's just it's really a wild reminder of how short life is, how precious here is.
Beautifully stated. Thank you for sharing that with us. We cannot have you on our show without talking about Blossom. During its 5 seasons, there were many guest appearances. I used to watch your show every week. Who, in your opinion, was the most memorable guest appearance?
You're right. One of my favorite, believe it or not, is Terry Kaiser, who played Bernie in Weekend at Bernie's. And this was like when that movie came out in 1989. I was in 7th grade, and my best friend Chris and I, we flipped over this movie. I got the VHS of this movie. We burned this movie out. I swear we must have watched this movie 100 times. Okay? I know this movie by heart. So when they cast Bernie in Blossom as like he was like a record store owner, I mean, of all the big stars we had on that show, I flipped it. That was the one. And I was obsessed with having him do it. And he did like the Bernie chagrin, and I'll never forget it. I was obsessed, man. We had so much fun.
Joey, what a treat. If you're ever in Denver, you have to join us on the panel. Thank you so much for joining us. And to our reviewers, you can watch Frankie Meets Jack Friday, February 3rd on Tubi. Congratulations, Joey. We'll be right back.
Good to see you, buddy.
Thank you so much, everybody.
All right.
Bye.
See, you know how to take the reservation, you just don't know how to hold the reservation.
However, actually holding a reservation can get a little harder, especially when hotels, well, watch rooms go for more than $1,000 a night. So we're verifying, can hotels and short-term rentals legally cancel your reservation? Our sources are attorney George Finn with the Rose Law Group and multiple cancellation policies at hotels and rental companies. So when you book, there is an agreement in place. I give the hotel money, and the hotel makes sure I have a place to stay. Right?
Hotels, legally, they can cancel on you. It's not like an airline where, they're governed by the Department of Transportation.
Yes, hotels can cancel on you. Just like airlines, hotels sometimes do book more people than they have rooms to account for cancellations. But unlike with airlines, there are no federal laws mandating what rights you have if they decide to bump you.
It's a contract between you and them, and legally they can cancel, but they are breaching the contract.
If you do get your stay canceled, well, George Finn says you can sue in a small claims court for breach of contract. But what you get will likely depend on your terms and conditions.
The fine print's extremely important, especially if they have, what governing law applies.
And the policies can vary greatly. For example, companies like Airbnb promise another place to stay or a refund. Hotels, well, they can vary even based on loyalty status. For example, Marriott hotels have different guarantees based on what tier of a client you are. And almost never do cancellation terms include refunding other travel expenses like flights or cars.
The language in there is there for a reason to help protect the company.
So we can verify that yes, hotels and short-term rentals can legally cancel your stay, and your rights are limited.
A pizza party is all fun and games until it's time for cleanup, when for years we thought these big cardboard boxes had to go in the trash because of a little grease. Is that true? Let's verify. We went straight to the sources and found the answer depends on where you are. In D.C., the myth isn't true. Pizza boxes are accepted in the curbside recycling program. A district spokesperson says, contrary to popular belief, typical amounts of grease won't be enough to make the box unrecyclable or to damage recycling machinery, which is more sophisticated than it used to be. And a recent study from the American Forest and Paper Association finds that's the case universally. They encourage communities to update their regulations to accept pizza boxes for recycling. But not everyone's there yet. According to their websites, Fairfax, Loudoun, Alexandria, and Montgomery counties all still send greasy pizza boxes to landfills. In Arlington, put the pizza box in the yard scrap bin, and in Prince George's County, curbside on Monday mornings, because both counties will compost the pizza boxes for you.
If you are somewhere that recycles or composts pizza boxes, just make sure there isn't any leftover food, those little pizza plastic tripods or napkins or anything like that in the box before you get rid of it. For more information on this and all sorts of other resources on recycling where you live, go to WUSA9.com. With your Verify, I'm Abby Larico.
Love is in the air with a luxury included vacation to Sandals Dunn's River. Watch DBL every day for a word of the day. Then enter at dailyblastlive.com/sandals for your chance to win a 4-day, 3-night escape for 2 to beautiful Jamaica. The winner will be announced on DBL March 1st. Stop dreaming and start entering for your chance to win the trip of a lifetime. Today's Sandals word of the day is waterfall.
That is a good contest, guys.
But
Get
not
involved.
when you're going down a canal like that.
That did
It could
seem
be
scary about the
yes.
waterfall coming up for those boaters. That's right. It's time for some sweet deals on amazing products from our friends at Morning Save. Check them out. Steph, what do you have for us today? Because I'm in a shopping mood.
Hey, Tori. Hi, DBL Nation. We are super excited to show you the deals today, and trust me, they are fabulous. So let's get started. First up today, we've got the Malibu Sky Mindy 3-in-1 tote. So this deal includes one large tote bag, one crossbody bag, and one wristlet. So normally this is $150.
Yeah, I was picturing that.
But we got it for $39.99, which is saving 73%. Right now, this next product, this is great. It's the 2-pack TKO Performance Base Layer shirts. So this deal includes 2 shirts that are available in 2 different color sets. You also get to choose between fleece or non-fleece options. So normally these are $32 each, but we've got 2 for $21.99.
Yes!
Saving 66%. Up next, we've got the Savvy C Sterling Silver Halo Radiant Cut Lab Created Statement Earrings.
Cute.
So this deal includes 1 pair of earrings, and we've got 3 styles. So we've got this beautiful ruby, emerald, and sapphire.
You're speaking my language.
Normally, these are $150, but we've got them for $29.99, saving 80%. Now, this next one, it is the Cook with Color 27-piece Kitchen Essentials set.
Hello.
So this deal includes 20 kitchen utensils and a 7-piece storage set with lids.
Oh, my.
And normally, all of this is $70, but we've got it for $24.99. Which is saving 64%.
All of you, head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices, or you know what you can do? You can scan that QR code that's right on screen, and it's going to take you to directly these products on Morning Safe's website. Steph, great products. Thank you so much. Good stuff there. But quickly, before we go, if you haven't heard, our very own Erica Cobb has been nominated for an NAACP Image Award. And you could help her win. So here's how you do it. You have until February 10th to cast your vote, and it's very simple. You just scan the QR code on your screen right now. It goes to the podcast, or you go to the podcast category. You click on Outstanding Society and Culture, and you cast your vote for Comeback with Erica Cobb. Also, if you don't listen to her podcast already, lame, it's time. Are you so excited? I know you're like,
I am so excited. Thank you. I put the full interviews of the Real Housewives of Atlanta cast on my podcast this week, so listen for that because they are also nominated for NAACP awards. So I'm looking forward to seeing all of the excellence on the red carpet.
Yes. Bravo, Erica.
Done.
Well done.
I'm so proud of you, girl.
DBL is new every day. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow. Bye, y'all.